What's your secret?
A little vodka couldn't hurt.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday. It's the 23rd of July. And Joe Biden is going to finally retire. Not voluntarily, but the Democratic Party told him to take off, hit the bricks, relax. You're no longer leading the ticket. And he's going to go back, I guess, to the family business. But you wonder, what was the family business? Hunter Biden, I guess, was the main contributor to income in the family business through 17 corporations, which was amazing. Brother helped, Joe's brother, the wife, the daughters, the sisters, everybody was involved in the receipt of funds through the Biden family business. Exactly what was the business? I don't think they made a product. I guess maybe they did some type of service. I sort of think that with 17 corporations, the district attorneys and the IRS thought that was a classic example of money laundering, how you want to get dirty money into clean money. I guess the family business was Joe selling his influence across the world. That's what he's been doing all his life. It was very easy. Coming from a one-district state, once you're elected, you're the king. And Joe's been king for 50 years. Basically, he had to do nothing. Just get reelected. Do nothing. I had to laugh when you hear about, thanks, Joe, it's a great patriotic duty that you did in retiring, getting out of the way, realizing you're not good enough to carry on, and your legacy will live on. What exactly is his legacy? Selling his influence for 50 years? What's his legacy of the last 4 years? Higher gas prices, crazy inflation, 10 million illegal aliens coming across the border? Is that what he wants to be known for? Jews being killed by militants, funding by Iran, where we were giving them the money due to Joe Biden's extension of the Barack Hussein Obama policy of appeasing Iran? Ukraine being attacked by Russia? Is that his legacy? It's sort of amazing to me how the press is making out that he had a great career. He had a great career selling his influence. The United States came second. If you're driving a gas-powered car now, you realize that. If you're driving an electric vehicle, the battery you have in it is probably made in China. And I guarantee you, the Biden Corporation has stocks in companies that make batteries from China. Joe Biden's legacy. Yeah, that's a beauty, isn't it? And now, coming up, you have a sentencing for Hunter Biden. And more importantly, you have an income tax evasion trial for Hunter Biden where the money flow through the corporations is going to be shown. And Biden's legacy will be shown. How do you stop that? Well, Joe's got to pardon him real quick. Joe's got to do something. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Kamala has the votes now to be president of the United States as far as the nomination of the Democratic Party. Didn't have to do anything for it. Didn't have to run in a primary. I wonder how the voters feel about that. Free speech, open convention, fair way to do business. Doesn't look like it. But don't be surprised, because do you remember last election cycle when Hillary was running against Donald Trump? And Bernie Sanders was making more and more inroads, and all of a sudden Bernie Sanders disappeared because outside of the delegates, there's super delegates, and there was no way Bernie Sanders was going to get the nomination. Democrats maneuver everything. Free speech? Nah. Votes open and honest? Nah. Everything is manipulated for power. Do you think they care about you and I? Power. Be careful what's going on. Now, Kamala is going to be interesting. Was she complicit in hiding Joe Biden's incapable mental attitude, mental capabilities to run president of the United States? If she was, and she covered it up, she should not be eligible to be president. If she met with him every day and didn't realize that his bubble wasn't on center, she should not be president. Either way, what are her accomplishments? She was the border czar. How's that going? Our AI czar. How's that going? Our nonviolent against gun violence czar. How's that going? She's an amazing candidate, and as though the Democrats in the primaries didn't like her, Joe Biden hates her, and now she's running for president of the United States, succeeding Joe Biden, and she's done absolutely nothing. But she's going to get really boosted now by the papers, the press. Everybody's going to be boosting her, saying it's young. Now Donald Trump is an old man. They're going to wash over what she's done, which is absolutely nothing. They're going to make her look like $1 million, which is absolutely ludicrous. They're going to lie. But sooner or later, she's going to have to debate. Sooner or later, she's going to have to campaign. The queen of word salad, the giggler in chief. It's going to be interesting how the Democrats handle this, because I think I know how the voting Americans are going to handle it. It's going to be crazy. I see where the head of the Secret Service testified yesterday, and today she's supposed to appear before the committee overseeing Homeland Security. She refused. So did the head of the FBI. So did Mayorkas, the head of Homeland Security. Are you surprised? Do you think there's a deep state? Do you think anything's going to come out of this investigation into the Secret Service? Nothing's going to happen. They protect their own. The management protects their own. There is a deep state running most of the government, and nothing is going to happen. She should be fired, but she won't. It could all be solved very easily. I'm going to get into that tomorrow. But it's amazing to see what's going on in politics in Washington, D.C. I don't know how this election is going to come out. I hope it's fair. But it's still, the Republicans have to consider this. Many illegal aliens are going to vote. Remember, Joe Biden called them illegal aliens, then backtracked and called them undocumented. The mayors in the sanctuary cities are documenting these people like crazy. In addition to ID cards, they're getting voter registration cards. You watch and see how many millions of votes are going to be trying to be cast by illegal aliens in favor of the Democratic Party. And again, this gentleman here, Judge Mercham, he's the gentleman that has to sentence Trump on this sham trial that they had in New York City about whatever he was doing, bribing officials, the 47 counts of insanity that they did. He has to sentence him. And don't kid yourself. The Democrats are pounding him on the head. Get this guy either in jail or off the campaign trail. We want to call him a convicted felon until Election Day. He's extremely important. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. The Howdy Boomy Show. Truth, justice, the American way. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Make sure you vote.